Hello, this is Dan Sharon Beck from Hudson, Ohio. Today I am talking about ableism, which is discrimination against people with a disability. People look at me differently just because I am in a wheelchair, but also because I am nonverbal and I use a communication device to speak. Before I talk about some frustrating examples of ableism, here's a little bit about how I communicate. I use an accent 1400. I have it on 144 sequenced, which is 144 icons, and each one opens up into a lot of other vocabulary. I use a switch at my knee to scan these icons. I use quadrant, row, column scanning method. I never change the icons around. That would be like reorganizing your keyboard. That consistency helps me to be faster and more automatic. I also use the auditory sounds to navigate to my device instead of looking at it, which means I can look someone in the eye while talking to them. Which brings me back around to my experiences with ableism. One of my favorite things to do is travel, but traveling is when the most frustrating things happen. At every hotel, I need a roll-on shower. It is a must. When we get there, they say that they don't have my room, or they gave it away, or they blame us, like we didn't ask for one to begin with. We are left to find an accessible room with a roll and shower at the last minute, and there's nothing we can do. There are no policies in place to protect us. Nobody will wait for me to speak. They just walk away. At restaurants, for me, discrimination is more about being nonverbal than in a wheelchair. Waiters usually don't acknowledge me, or don't have time to wait for me to speak, or they think that people like me can't eat. The restaurant host asked us whether or not I needed a kids menu. Maybe they don't see my beard. Ha 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 ha. I am often treated like a baby. It makes me so angry. And I then don't want to talk to them, because I am just wasting my energy and putting stress on my hip for people who don't care. Something that happens a lot is that I see people I know when I am out. By the time I recognize people that I knew and get out what I am trying to say, they are leaving. For example, my second grade teacher was at Lowe's. I hadn't saw her in a while. I didn't say anything until I recognized her, and it was too late. She was gone. Since I am always with an assistant, and I never get eye level with people, they talk to somebody besides me and they don't recognize my communication device. It's easier to understand this when the people don't know any better, like little kids or grandparents, or just people who haven't been exposed to persons with disabilities. I can tell the difference. But there are people I trained who just ignored me. In high school, my teacher wouldn't give me a daily worksheet to save his life, and my assistant would have to go up to his desk to get it every day. It's frustrating because he could see me. I am like, hello, teacher, you see me right here. I used to think he had no idea what to do with me, but now I know that he was just ignoring me. I was not his problem. The difference between the girl at the restaurant and my teacher was he had a lot of training, but the girl didn't know me from Adam. My final example is when I applied to college. One college didn't want to have me. They were unfriendly. They doubted I could do the work. They turned me away. But where we go, Wright State University, they are very inviting to our community. From my experiences, I think everyone needs to be more aware, and policies need to be followed. Everybody needs to know how to deal with a person with a disability. Because everybody has something. I am Dan Sharon Beck. Thank you for listening. It's nice to meet you.